Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kemi, and I'm here to talk about the Netflix documentary Unknown Number, the high school catfish. Now, if you haven't watched this, these will be spoilers in this. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and stop, go watch it, and then come back so you can hear my take. All right. So when I tell you this story was, I, it's it's not funny, but this story was all kinds of crazy. So I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, this all happened in like 2020, 2022, something like that. It's all recent. It's like really recent. So basically it's about the story of Lauren, a high schooler, and her boyfriend Owen and a couple of the friends. Well, really like sorry, it was Owen and Lauren. Owen and Lauren were dating, and they were like a year into their relationship. This is how the story starts out. So they're dating, they're a year into their relationship, and all live in this small town that has like one or two stoplights. It's one of those small towns. I think it was like Beale City or something like that. I can't remember where it's at, but it's a small town where everybody knows your name, real small. All the kids know each other, all the students know each other. The school is from primary all the way to high school, so you're in the same school from kindergarten up until 12th grade. That's how small the town is. So again, everyone that lives there, they all grew up together, so they all know each other. They low key run in the same circles, but they don't run in the same circles. So Owen and Lauren, they're dating. They're both sports people, so they're all in sports and all this other stuff. Lauren, their one of their friends, well, actually Owen's friend, her family throws a Halloween party every year, but they don't invite Lauren. So, um, what's it called? I think the friend's name was Chloe, if I'm not mistaken. Owen is just like, well, I'm inviting you, so you're coming, but she doesn't want to go because it's just like, if I'm not invited, I'm not gonna go. So they get a text message saying you're the ugliest person in the world. So from at that moment, they start getting text messages talking about Lauren, how she's Owen doesn't want her, and all this other stuff. Is just like getting all these text messages, just wild. So then we get the backstory of who Lauren and Owen are. They met when, again, they've known each other all their life. Their lives. They started dating like when they were in elementary. They became friends. They started dating. I'm thinking they said when they were 13 or 14 or something like that, or 14, 15, because I want to say they were in middle school. I think they were, yeah, 13, 14 is when they started dating. 13, something like that. They are a year into the relationship when they start getting these text messages. So again, they start dating, their family loves each other, so they're always together. Like when one's doing something, the whole family comes together. The parents, the moms become best friends. They volunteer at the school. It's, small town stuff. Nothing much that you can really do but be with each other. So they start getting these text messages talking about, Owen doesn't want you, Lauren. You don't treat him right. You're the ugliest person in the world. You need to dump him, and he likes me, not you. And just wild, crazy stuff, like just wild and crazy. So they try to figure out who it is because they're thinking, because again, initially they're getting these text messages, and this is all around the time that this Halloween party is going on. So they're talking about the Halloween party, and I'm guessing Owen is like the popular guy. So like all the girls want him, or that's what they make. Not that's what they make it seem, but um, his friend Chloe, I guess they're saying. Let me take that back. Whoever this person is that's texting them is just basically trying to break them up. Basically, she want whoever it is, she wants he or she wants Owen and Lauren to break up, but they're just like, man, we're not listening to it, whatever. So they're getting these text messages, and then the text messages stop, and so they're just like, okay, cool, everything's cool. They're going about their lives, and then so yeah, so they like get the messages for like a month, and then they stop, and then I think I want to say it was like a month later, and let me see. I think after like they got the Halloween, they get the it was like Halloween, the night of the party. I don't know if it exactly was Halloween, but it was a Halloween party. That night of the party, they getting all these messages, and then that's when. And let me see. Okay, sorry. So yeah, so after sorry. So okay, they're getting these messages. I'm just like all over the place, and I do apologize. They're getting these messages, and Owen is trying to figure out who's sending the messages. So it's like leading up to the party, they're getting all these messages. They're asking folks like who's doing this, X, Y, and Z. After the party, the messages stop. So it's just like, okay, cool. We're not getting no messages. Everything is good. They go throughout the rest of the school year. Everything is good. Everybody is cool. No issues, no problems. No one has any issues with anybody. So they're just like, okay, they don't know who would start it. So they're fine because the messages haven't started. So they're done. 11 months after the messages started. So they're going into the new school year. So I'm guessing this is when they became freshmen, because I think when they first initially got the messages, they were in eighth grade. I'm assuming because they were 14. So they're going into the new school year, 11 months after everything happened, they start getting the messages again. And now this time is just like it's insistent, it's nonstop. They're getting them day and night all the time. It's just like crazy, crazy messages that they're getting. It's like really bad messages, like whoever is doing this is just like is really crazy, like honestly really crazy, because it's just like who would think to send these stuff, like they're telling her, and they're really, it's like the messages are going to her and Owen, and then it's like they put it in like a group message for her, for Lauren, Owen, and this and the person who's texting them. So they're telling her she's worthless. um uh, they said you're worthless, and you mean nothing, and you never get an effing life out of here. Owen will never look at you the same. He doesn't like you. You messed up his life. You messed up his family life. Like all these like like terrible things they're saying to her. Then they're like very explicit, because it's just like we're me and Owen are down to F, and um his penis is in my mouth, and like crazy stuff to be sending to like a ninth grader, like just wild. So she's at this point, like she's getting these messages, like she stopped getting them, and then almost a year later she starts getting them again, and then she just keeps getting them, and they don't stop. So at this point, they get their parents involved, and their parents are going to the school, trying to get the school involved. What's going on? Like, is there a way that we can find out what's happening? They're getting these messages at all hours, all times, during school hours, out of school hours, in the middle of the night. It's just like, wow. So they're trying to figure out who's sending the messages. The school decides to like look at the cameras, and they're asking Lauren, like, whenever you get a message, let us know, like, as soon as you get the message, so we can look on the cameras to see if we can see if anybody is on their phone at that time. But it's like they really can't, like, people are going to be on their phones, but they can't see what they're saying. So it's just like can't really do much with that. The moms are coming to the school like all the time. They're always on guard, looking around, just trying to see what's happening. So Lauren and Owen are, it's starting to get to them. They start fighting a lot, and it's just like just crazy. So they decide to just go ahead and break up. So they break up and the messages don't stop. They continue. Like they continue to harass this girl, harass him. The school is telling them maybe y'all need to change y'all's phone numbers, maybe y'all need to take away the phones from them. Like just trying to give them different things to do to stop these messages. And it's just like the parents don't want to do it because they don't want to like punish their kids or something like that or whatever. And we see the moms like in the documentary, we see the parents talking, like we see the moms and the dads, like they each talk or whatever. The kids are talking, they're asking like their different friends, like you know, what's going on, like are y'all in, is this y'all, like trying to figure out what's going on. They get the police involved. The police can't really find out. Like they're trying to get like the police. I think his name was Mike, the guy that they called in. He had like a binder, like 700 over 700 pages of messages that they were getting. So it was just like a lot, like back to back, a lot, just like really crazy, like so crazy. So they're still trying to figure out who's doing this because again, even though Lauren and Owen have broken up, they're still getting these messages. And like Owen would respond back to him like, just, talking his ish back to him or whatever. Um the person tells Lauren that she should she should unalive herself, like bad. Like this girl was getting cyberbullied so bad. It was so crazy. It was just like I felt so bad for her just like watching it. I was just like, man, this is crazy. Like to think like who would do this to a child? It's just like it's crazy. So they figure out, like they think they find out who did it is this girl named Chloe, because she's the mean girl, she's the bully of the school. And so they call her in, and then they call her family and her parents. Her dad, I think, is a cop, and she's just like she didn't like Lauren, so her and her crew, they didn't like Lauren. And they're saying that they didn't like Lauren because she was dating Owen or something like that. So they dump her phone, like they go through the like they get all her, like they dump her phone to see like if she was sending these messages, and they couldn't tie anything to her. um Her parents, and we'll get to that at the end. So they so they find out it's not Chloe and it's not her friends. Her and her friends get into it because they're just like, if you're doing this, stop. And it's just like, I'm not doing it, all this other stuff. So this whole thing is like ruining people's lives at this point, because it's just like friends are fighting, relationships are being broken up, people aren't trusting people. It's just like really bad. So um the person is responding to like stuff like, yeah, they dumped my phone and they didn't find nothing and all this other stuff. And they're just like, why would Chloe like say all of this stuff? So that's how they figured out that someone is trying to set her up. So that's why they were just like, okay, it's not her. Then Owen's family has a Christmas party, and they start, like Owen is getting text messages about stuff that's happening at the Christmas party. And they're just like, only a kid, like, only people who's at this Christmas party would be the ones to say it. So they think it's his cousin. And so his cousin was getting bullied by allegedly she was getting bullied by Chloe and her friends. So now it's like, okay, maybe it's her. She's trying to get back at Chloe and her friends for them allegedly bullying her, because she says they did it, they said they didn't, so we don't know for sure. So allegedly she was bullied. They thinking that she is trying to get revenge against them for them allegedly bullying her. They find out it's not her. They're just like trying everything. They're like trying to figure out what's going on. Like they just can't figure it out. So the cop, he's been trying to do this, and like mind you, at this point, it's now been a year that this person has been cyberbullying them. So they've been getting bullied all this time. So they're like, I think at this point they're sophomores in high school. So they've gone a whole school year getting bullied by this person. Owen done found a new girlfriend. He's dating somebody that's not even in the town that he lives in, because he went on a sports tournament or whatever, and he found a girl or whatever, and they start dating. And then her mom starts to get text messages from this bully, and it's just like, so this person is essentially going after Owen, or going after any girl that's that's dating Owen, or that's with Owen. So it's like, okay, so who is this person that's like jealous of Owen's relationships? Like, who is this little girl, like, or little boy? Like, who is it? We don't know. It's just like, it's just wild. So Owen, the girl that Owen is dating at this time, that her parents are getting, I mean, her mom is starting to get these messages. They break up. So it's just like, he's like he's losing relationships because of this. Lauren is still getting bullied, even though she's not in a relationship with him. So it's just like, okay, so if you're infatuated with Owen, why are you still bothering Lauren? It's just like, what is going on? So Mike, he ends up saying, you know what? I gotta go to the FBI because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. Like, I just don't know. I can't find anything. The school has tried stuff. They can only do so much. The cop could only do so much. So he goes to the FBI. The FBI get all his notes, and then they start doing their investigation. They decide to ping the phone to get the IP address to see who it's from. They find out it's a person with a Verizon carrier, so they subpoena Verizon to get their records, and then they find the IP address for all the numbers. Sorry, is that right? Yeah, they get the IP address for where the messages are coming from. So they ask Owen's family, like, we need numbers of kids in his school. So they send the numbers, and none of the numbers match that IP address. So they were just like, are there any adults that that it could be? So it's just like, this whole time we're thinking it's a kid who's doing it. So the mom, Owen's mom, she gives like her whole contact list to the FBI. The FBI, they find a number that's associated with that IP, and they find out that the person who has been stalking these kids is Kendra. And who is Kendra? Lauren's mom. So this whole time, this lady has been looking into like looking into the investigation, trying to find out what's going on, consoling her daughter from getting these messages and all this other stuff. She was the one who was sending the messages to her daughter. She was the one who was sending all those explicit messages to her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. She's the one who told her daughter to unalive herself. Like, her mom did all of this to her. It's like, so the FBI got the information, they take it to Mike, and Mike is just like, oh, wow. So he goes and he tells Owen's mom, I can't remember her name, but he tells her, and she's just like, no, there's no way. She's like, she's been with me on a front line trying to find out who this is. There's no way that she would have done this. And they were just like, based on the evidence we have, this is what it's showing. So we're this is what we're showing. So it's just like, at this point, it's just like, you can't tell, like, is it like, because as I was watching it, and when they said it was like, it was coming from an IP address for their home, I was just like, please don't tell me that girl has been doing this to herself. And then when they were just like, it was her mom, I was just like, I know you lying. Like, I know you lying. There is no way that her mom would be doing this to her. Like, no way. Because at this moment in the show, her mom has been in this documentary documentary. Yeah, she's been in this talking about this thing. All the messages that her daughter is getting, what she was doing to stop this. Like, ma'am, you were the one sending her all these messages and you were sitting in this documentary like you didn't do it. Like, we gonna come back to her. So the cop and the FBI guy, I think the FBI guy comes, I'm not sure, but the cop Mike, he goes to Lauren's house, and he basically he confronts the mom and was just like, we FBI got the information. It's saying it's coming from you. Is this you? And she was just like, yeah, it was. And it was just like, girl, are you okay? Like, no, you're not okay. I don't even know why I'm asking if you okay, because you're not okay. So she admits to it. Her daughter was home, but her daughter wasn't home when they were getting all the information from her, seeing what she did. So they go and call the daughter Lauren out to like basically tell her, we found out who's been stalking you is your we found out who's been stalking you, catfishing you, cyberbullying you, and it's your mama. So she, as they're telling the daughter, Lauren, this, her mom goes to her and hugs her and is holding on to her. And it's just like, ma'am, you are the reason why your daughter has been distraught for a year and a half, almost 2 years. And you are sitting here consoling her, holding on to her. Like, you are not well. Something is not right with you, like at all. They call her husband to tell him, hey, we find out who it was. It's your wife. He comes home and he's just like, you need to pack your bag and go. Like, call your family, call your folks, call your peoples. You need to go. Like, leave me and my daughter alone. Like, he is pissed. And it's just like, I ain't even mad at him, because we then later find out that this lady done lost her job over a year ago. She has been lying about what she's been doing this whole time. Then she's the one who was in charge of their finances. They done got evicted three. They didn't have to move 3 times, and they had mentioned this in the like earlier in the documentary, how they had moved. They were moving three. They had to move 3 different times because of all of this. And when they mentioned it like that, it was just like, okay, they moved because of all the stalking and the cyberbullying, so they were trying to move to different places. But no, y'all were moving because y'all had got evicted because this lady wasn't paying the bills. And at this point, the first time that y'all got evicted, you as a husband, why weren't you asking no questions like, so you in charge of the bills, but nothing is getting paid and we're getting evicted. What's happening to your money? Why weren't you asking any of these questions? Like, the first time you got evicted, I would have been asking questions like, but who knows what was going on. So she, they child. So the cop, she goes down to the police station, they question her. She admits to everything she's done. She child, she's so, oh my god, like I don't have no words for her. But she gets charged with not cyberbully, but stalking or harassment or something like that. So she's on trial for it. Um, her the victim, Owen, and his mom, they have their say or whatever at the court. She goes to jail. She gets sentenced to like a year or something like that in jail or whatever, and she can't have no communication or no communication, no contact with her daughter. And she was emailing this girl while she was in prison, and it was just like, and her daughter is just like, I can't wait to see my mom, I miss my mom, and da 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 da. And it was just like, I feel so bad for her, because it's just like, they always say that your first bully is your mom. That was never my story, thank God. But that lady has manipulated that little girl. She has made her so insecure and so dependent on her that she can't even see that her mom means her no good. Like, I hope her dad puts her in therapy or something so that she can see that you do not need a relationship with that woman, because that woman told you to unalive yourself. The child that she brought into the world, she told her to unalive herself. And then the reason why she said that she was doing this was because when she was young, she had got raped and she didn't want that to happen to her daughter. So she decided to bully her into not being promiscuous or some mess like that. And it's just like you're not okay. Talking about, oh, my daughter would talk about her insecurities, but it was really my insecurities that I would message her about and all this other stuff. And it was just like, are you, oh, you're not okay. I don't know why I keep asking if you're okay, because you're not okay. Like, you need to get a lot of help. You need to stay away from that little girl. Like, I feel so bad for her. So bad for her, because it's just like she's gonna be messed up unless she talks to somebody. Like, honestly, she's gonna be messed up unless she talks to somebody. And hopefully, hopefully her dad is encouraging her to go and see somebody, to seek help, talk to somebody about it. Like, hopefully. So, um, Owen is mad. Like, he's mad at Lauren, and it's just like, I get why you mad at her because she still wants to have a relationship with her mom. And again, I understand. No, I don't understand why she wants to have a relationship with her mom, but I mean, she wants to because every girl needs a mom, and her mom manipulated her into thinking that she needs her. So yeah, so he's mad at her. He don't ever want to speak to her again. That Chloe girl, she is the bully that everyone allegedly she allegedly is. My opinion, I think she is the bully that they say she is because of her parents. Her dad is a cop. At the end of this, because they were in the documentary too, and the way that they were talking, they were just like um saying that Lauren and her dad are gonna act like victims when all of this come out. And it's just like, they are victims. That little girl was harassed for a year, almost 2 years, by her mama through text messages. This lady made her doubt who she was and told her to unalive herself. And you have the audacity to say that she's going to act like a victim. She is a victim. Your daughter is a bully. And I can tell by her parents. I ain't like that at all because that girl was a bully. She didn't, I mean, she was a victim. She is the victim. Owen was the victim. The daddy, Lauren's daddy, was a victim. Like, don't do that. Like, y'all blaming the little girl for being harassed like she had a choice in this. Like, she said, "Okay, mama, I know you doing it. Continue to do it. Let's do this for a year and a half. Make me feel bad about myself. Tell me that I need to unalive myself." Like, are y'all okay? Y'all are not okay. Like, at all. So it's just like, but yeah, that was that story. Unknown number, the high school catfish. I don't know why it's called high school catfish. It should be like a cyber bully because it was. I don't know if it was a catfish. I mean, yeah, it was a catfish because she made it seem like she was younger than what she was, but at the same time, I think it was really more so bullying than catfishing because they weren't trying to meet you or anything like that. And also, they really didn't talk much about um, the innuendos the mom was doing to the little boy. Like, you mama, you need to be on somebody's registry because you was the Owen boy was talking about, like, thinking back on it, like she would always do things like go above and beyond for him. Like, she would come and she would still go to his sports games, even though him and Lauren weren't together. Whenever they were together and he would come to the house and like eat dinner with them, she would cut up his steak and like just be real friendly and real like just inappropriate with the little boy. And it's just like, girl, mama, you need to be on somebody's registry because like I said, something ain't right with her. But yeah, that was unknown. I keep saying it, but that was a crazy story. The fact that it was her mama who was doing this to her this whole time was just like, again, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for that girl. Like, I hope, I pray, and I hope that she is getting some therapy and she's just like, after she's gone to see this therapist and talk through it, and she learns that her mama means her no good. Because, again, even when her mama was in jail and was told that she can't have no contact with that woman, I mean, with her daughter, she was still emailing her, and then she was manipulating her in the emails. And it was just like, mama crazy. Mama is crazy. We saw her cousin because I think the mom was an only child. So she grew up with her cousin, and her cousin was just like, she always wanted to be the center of attention. Like, mama just, yeah. Mama probably shouldn't have had no kids. Like, mama needs to be in somebody's psych ward. She needs to be away from kids. Like, she needs to be away from all devices. Like, this lady is wild. But yeah, that was that. If you like, if you like, I'm just so baffled by this story because it was just like, I can't, like, I was real life like watching this, and I was just like, I hope it's not Lauren. I hope it wasn't Lauren, because like, it was just like the way the story was being set up. It was just like, it's gonna be that girl. She was doing this to herself. Like, why would she do this to herself? And then for it to be her mama doing it to her, it was just like, I did not see that coming. Like, at all. I did not see that coming. I really thought it was gonna be Lauren doing it to herself, but it was real life her mama. And the fact that they did this, like, this story is not even 2 years removed from when it happened. Because, like, again, this started in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So she barely out of high school now when all of this, like, when this documentary is been, and it's just like, oh man, like you cyberbullied her in a time where the world was shut down, when there was nothing to do but be on your phone, and their lifelines were their phone, and you did that to your daughter. Like, yeah, that's wild. That I hope she does not, I hope she does not have a relationship with her mom. Like, after this, I really hope, like, after this documentary has come out, and maybe she's seeing what people are saying, and she's just like, you know what, maybe I need to go get help, maybe I need to go talk to somebody, and then she does it. She really does not have anything to do with her mom, because at the end of the documentary, she was just like, she can't wait to see her mom. And I'm guessing they probably put a stipulation where she can't see or speak to her mom until she's 18 or something like that, when she's an adult. But like, I feel so bad for her, because this is just a lost girl at this point. She's just so lost without her mama. She really don't have no friends. Like, well, I don't know if she doesn't have friends, because I feel like, based on all of this, like the way it was, because they were just like, we see her in the hallways and all this other stuff. She probably really doesn't have a lot of friends anymore because of this whole situation. Because it was just like, how do you, how can she come back from this? Like, how will people see her? Like, your mama was cyberbullying you and harassing your friends and all this other stuff. It's just a lot for her. I hope she's getting the help she needs. But yeah, that was, again, unknown number, the high school catfish. Tell me what you guys thought of this. Like, get down in them comments and let me know how y'all what y'all thought of this story, because yeah, that was something else. But if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.